Hey, welcome back to another Habs Summer Target with the hockey coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing, great Sunday night, August 3rd, 2025. Yes, we hit the month of August for the year, and we are getting closer. I believe we are 65 or 66 days before the beginning of the season, 2025, 2026, and NHL. Hopefully, an amazing, great weekend. A lot of things going on in the sport. The football is back, if you like football. The baseball are really into the playoff race and French division and the Major League Baseball. If you like the football CFL, but what played but did not play well. If you like the tennis, there was the Omnium Tennis in Montreal. And if you like to be with the hockey coach Frenchy, but you have to be here tonight because that's going to do tonight, talking about the Montreal Canadiens and talking about the recap of the week in the NHL and for the Montreal Canadiens. We have a lot of things to talk about. I know it was a full week of different things happening in the NHL, but it's not good enough to satisfy all the Montreal Canadiens fans because they want the season start very soon. Talking about their favorite team because you have to be excited for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens under the head coach Martin St. Louis. No trade, but a lot of things to talk about with the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, we have a few people knock the door. Welcome, everybody. Thanks to be a part of the show. We have Mac Elliott. He will be back a little bit later. RJ Calabro is already with all the news around the sport. Welcome back, RJ Calabro. We have Audio Murphy knock the door. Sebastian number 2 is in the house tonight. Welcome back. We have Stenderman. Welcome. I apologize. I started a bit late, like 5 minutes. I had to do the question of the night, and then I forgot to do it. I said, I have to do it. So I apologize for the delay of 5 minutes. But you was with a lot of people in the chat because you have a lot of conversation in the chat already. Where Roy for Bangkok is in the house. Welcome back. Roger Bouchard for Vermont, Massachusetts, notre ami Roger. De retour avec nous ce soir, Roger Bouchard. Randy Walkman from Calgary, Alberta. Randy wrote a lot on the weekend, I believe. I saw a couple of posts on the X, Randy. A couple of comments about that. The Jays are awful. Not looking good. Look like Gary Cournoyer. He was on the sideline, Gary Cournoyer, but the UPS put him back on the lineup. On the roster, and now he's going to drive tomorrow morning. Gary Cournoyer. Hopefully, an amazing, going to have a great week. Gary, I believe, was 3 or 4 weeks on the sideline at the long-term injury reserved by the UPS. Zeph Lecav, good morning. Happy Monday morning for you, Zeph. Thanks to be with us. Notre ami Guy, de retour avec nous ce soir. Guy, welcome back. Roger Bouchard, buffering. I apologize, it's buffering. Michael and Eminem back with us tonight. Welcome back, Michael. Hopefully, an amazing, great weekend, everybody. Are you excited talking about the Montreal Canadiens? Look, we'll be back only Wednesday this week and Friday night. Again, for another week. If something happening before that, watch your notification. I can pop up every night. It's just like we don't have a lot to talk about, so we're going to keep a little bit more low profile for another week and the world of the hockey, of course. 50 days for RJ Calabro. Here we go. I think I have more days, RJ, because you have the month of September and plus the month August. So, Runway Kings back with us. 0801. Welcome in the house. Long time. Hopefully, an amazing, great summer, everybody. And if you want to talk about the subject of the night, coach, but the recap, they shine again. Yes, What a great week for the Montreal Canadiens prospect at the World Junior Summer Showcase. Yes, I know it's only the summer, it's only the showcase, but still, Montreal Canadiens prospect was one of the best with the Flyers during the weekend, during the week. And then, if you follow my video, the secrets weapon for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. We're going to talk about this tonight also in this one of the subjects we got for all of you. The power play for the upcoming season. I went to the whiteboard. You know, the hockey coach, sorry. A coach in NHL inside of his locker, on side of his office and beside the locker room. Usually you have a really big whiteboard with the hockey ring on the whiteboard. And I did it. And then I put the face, the picture of each players who can play on power play, and then I move them. I make some option with Dimidal, with Lining, with Lennartson, with Sakaski, and I move back and forth. I show to you one option. Then I give you the unit number 2 on the Montreal Canadiens. So this is happening in the video if you did not watch, but tonight you have an opportunity to watch to give you a little bit more another way what it looked like the Montreal Canadiens power play for the upcoming season. So again, thanks everybody to be. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be great. Subscribe and of course become a member of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Well, that's all we got already, and we're going to start the show very quickly. And we're going to go right here on this graphic. It's hot in Tehran, by the way. Oh, it's hot. I don't know if it's hot where you at, but we are right now humid, hot, 93, 95 Fahrenheit in Tehran right now. But it's okay. I'm not going to complain. NHL News, Montreal Canadiens News. The 2025 World Junior Summer Showcase recap and many other things to talk about. So please don't hesitate to talk about any subject you have, any question you want to talk about. Please put the little Q like RG said. I'm going to answer to your question. If you don't mind, that'd be great. First, going to go in the NHL news. Who does everybody think will win the Dominion Hockey Challenge Cup? Good question, Ron. NHL news. That's what we got here. We talk about this Friday night. We talk about Nick Robinson is going to be an arbitration between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Robinson. Robinson asked a 2.5. Toronto offer him 1.25. And we said we're going to sign about 1.718 after the pie. And that's happening, guys. The Toronto signed Nick Robinson for a 1-year deal because that's what you get when you go on arbitration for $1.825 million. Look, this is a 5'9" player, tried to make the Toronto Maple Leafs for years after years. He did injuries, and then he's stuck inside of this organization. Don't be surprised. You don't like to have those kind of arbitration usually. He left. When you go in arbitration, this is not good. The relationship between the players and the hockey team. He was drafted under Kyle Dubas. Kyle Dubas, what now with the Pittsburgh Penguins, are not looking good. Possible Robinson could be traded before the beginning of the season. And maybe Pittsburgh is one location he could get direction. Again, the time will tell us, but we'll see if it's happening. Ready to talk about 1.85. Pete Martin is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Pete. Gary Coney, the top 10 prospect list changed like the weather bring on LJ Mooney, Popanikis, Zakrovsky, and maybe Koivu. And the top 10 things change quickly. Mr. Frank back in the house. Hey, Coach, I work today. I cover up my boss shift. Here you go, Frank. You know, sometimes you have to do what you need to do. No choice, right? So that's happening, guy, for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, we know the NCAA happening with the CHL. And we have another players, this time for the Brandon Wheat Kings. Is it Wheat Kings? I think it is. And the WHL. From the Anaheim Ducks, they draft him 9 overall pick in 2025. Talking about Roger McQueen. Direction NCAA with the Providence College. He's going to play with the Habs Prospect Logan Sawyer. Decide to left the CHL. We know McQueen, a big 6'5", have an injury last season, missed most of the season. And another team was a bit concerned about that situation. But McQueen decided now to left the WHL for the NCAA. I think this is good for him. I think he's going to get a little bit more closer. This Anaheim Ducks, guys, is they are a very great pipeline as a center. Think about Roger McQueen. They have already Otto Gauthier. He can play as a center. Mason McDavid, Leo Carlson, and I forget a couple of right now. That said, that brings one question. Mason McDavid. He did not sign his contract for the upcoming season. People in August start talking about offer sheet. Can McDavid get trades on the summer? And McDavid get trade before the beginning of the season? Can McDavid, I apologize, McKinnon. McDavid get trade during the season or at the trade deadline or next summer? We know the negotiation with Trevor Zegras, Pat Verbeek was not easy. Like the same thing with Mason McDavid. The role at McDavid is maybe not the best scenario for him for the 6'1", 220 pounds. He's only 22 years old. His face-off percentage is 51.7 and 50.7, only at 22 years old. He's an ideal player for the Montreal Canadiens. But the cost to get him will be monster. We'll see if it's happening. Great to hear that, Frank, by the way, is the Brandon Wheat Kings. Here we go. I still remember. Pete Martin, coach, I watched the video of the San Jose Sharks love their recent draft picks. Where do you see them at the end next season? Obviously, for the San Jose Sharks, they're still rebuilding. And they're missing a couple of pieces of the puzzle. I know they're going to get now, I think Nitin Kovic is a backup at Askarov to upcoming season. We know the Will Smith, the Celebrini. They have a couple of great hockey players over there. Young talent. But they are still missing to get out at the bottom 3 or 4. will be very interesting. We're going to be the top five bottom for the upcoming year. Chicago is going to be there. Pittsburgh, maybe Nashville. I see San Jose guys lower again at the bottom. They still the fight against Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks are look better with a couple of veterans now. They got Killorn, Kudas, Grader, Truba, Veterano, Terry. A better team for San Jose. San Jose patch up with a couple of veterans. Yes, I know. Arlov and Toffoli, and but still are not enough good to get out of the bottom five, I believe, for the upcoming season. Great question, Mr. Pete. Frank asked about Jason Robinson. No, he's still on his final year contract at 7.7, I believe. Great points there about McDavid run. Anatoly Fedorov play an NHL game without being drafted and having only an American contract signed. All the American NHL contract not combined. No run. So that's a good question. It's a really technical question. If you play in NHL, you need a contract NHL. So an American Hockey League, you can have a contract without to be a part of the contract with the team NHL. So example, let's see Xavier Simoneau for the Laval Rocket. Draft, I believe, by the Montreal Canadiens. But never have a contract with the Montreal Canadiens. He signed a contract with the Laval Rocket, a 1-year deal. I don't know, $150,000 per year example. Start the season with Laval Rocket, but at any moment, Simoneau, like Fedorov, or UFA, and October, December, any team in NHL can offer him a contract and play in NHL. So Fedorov, when he play in an NHL, he has to have a contract signed to play in NHL with any team in NHL. And he get a minimum at 700, I think it's right now 772 or 775,000 per year. So technically, he can have an American Hockey League contract, no associate with any team in NHL. But when he get a call up by any team, he has to get a contract in NHL. Hopefully, that's make you a lot of sense. The Ducks gave away a Zegras for peanuts, Gary Cornoyer. Peter Erickson on defense is a big boy and an excellent 200 feet score, a lot of goal there. Erickson, Peter. Are you talking about Engstrom? I realize just like Truba. Frank. How you doing, Ron? I'm doing good. There we go. So that's happening, guys, on that one. You see, we get answer. We answer to your question. If I miss one your question, don't take it personally and come back. You're welcome, Ron. During the week, we have a couple of signatures. We got Alex Laferrière for the Lesson Kings. signed a 3 year deal at $4.1 million. Lafreniere have 19 goals last year. I think 42 points also with the Kings. Montreal signed Jaden Strouble at $1.4125 million, a 2 year deal. Buffalo signed two players, the goaltender Don Levi with a 1 year deal at $812,000, $812,000, I believe. And then Connor Demon signed a 2 year deal, I believe, at 2.5. For the Winnipeg Jets, they signed Dylan Sandberg, and they avoid the arbitration for Sandberg. Got a contract, a 3 year deal. I believe it's $5 million, point something. Calgary signed Martin Pospisil. I believe this is a 2 year deal at 2 years for Pospisil, maybe at 2.5. This one is really, I forgot that one. I apologize for all of you on that one. Pete Martin prediction, Doc's management is the way or the highway for the players contract. Lula Mario, consultant. Yeah, Pat Verbeek grow with Steve Eiserman. And the assistant coach guy is John something. I always forget his last name. He's maybe the toughest negotiator in NHL, by the way. So that's maybe the reason behind that. That's what we got, guys, on the all week and NHL. Minor trade, manual signature. I did not pay attention on that. But this is what happening, guys. We have a couple of players retire during the week. One of them is Stefan Matteau, retire. And Popsil Randy, the Calgary Flame. Now, the Montreal Canadiens, we're going to recap is their week. And thanks again for everybody. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Yep, Pop is at 2.5. There you go. I'm getting old, but I'm still remember. Not too bad. Montreal Canadiens news we got for you guys during the week. But we got from the Olympics the team orientation happening at the end of August, 26th to 28th in Calgary, Alberta. Montreal got 3 players invited for Team Canada. We got Noah Thompson, following by Samuel Montembeault and Nick Suzuki. Montembeault is one of the 3 goalies they invite so far, with Hill and Bennington. Suzuki is going to fight for the spot against Robert Thomas. And unfortunately for Noah, on the defenseman, they have so many. I don't see him to make the Team Canada for the Olympics 2026. For the Team USA, from what we heard, Cole Caulfield is going to be part of the orientation camp, but no invitation for Lane Hudson. Maybe surprised. This is under the manager of Doug Armstrong. But again, Team USA defensemen, they have a lot of great defensemen. And I can understand the situation about Lane Hudson. We have Paul with the new NCHL rule. Does that mean Kaden Lindstrom will still become a UFA come June 1st? 26, Columbus does not sign him. If true, then why would he not wait until then is signed with whoever? That's a great question, Paul. The rule now is going to change, Paul. they're going to have the same standard. So they're going to get the same level of what happening before that. And this is not confirmed. At least Randy or someone else can confirm that. But because he played in the NHL and the NCAA now, it looked like they're going to have the deal of 4 years for all the players drafted, and not the 2 years like there was before that, Paul. If you was in the old rule, you're right. After 2 years, no contract, but he become UFA after that. It will not happening, but they have the rule on that one. I don't know yet. It's confirmed. And I apologize, guys. Sometime I maybe miss the news, right? I cannot cover 100% news. There are two rules we have to pay attention. Paul, this is a great question for the technical situation for the CHL and the NCAA. That rule for the players does not have his contract ELC, entry-level contract, or, Paul, if the players usually cannot participate at the main camp. Now, this is what it would be interesting. A couple of players was drafted at the NHL draft 2025, play now in the NCAA. They have the entry-level contract. And usually you can go to the training camp if you are play junior. But the NCAA is a bit messed up because in September, usually the NHL team at the 13, 14, 15, like Montreal Canadiens, you have the rookie camp when you play against other NHL rookie team. Montreal is going to play Toronto in September. Usually the player NCAA are not participating at the main camp for the NHL. That's something Paul could be changed, but I did not see that yet. Confirm. I cannot tell you exactly for Caden Lindstrom because he had the rule, but I know it would be changed. And I know they would like to get longer term for the player draft in junior versus the player draft NCAA. Like the KHL players and the Russian players now, you can have his right until 27 years old. NCAA is about 4 years. So great question about this. I think this is right. A coach cannot confirm that. Guy talk about back in the 70s. Sam Dickinson is a prospect defenseman for San Jose. Crazy good start. Guy. Yeah, Sam Dickinson is very great hockey player. Play with the London Knights, if I can recall it. That's what we got on the Olympic for the Laval. PLW, organically, a player will eventually fit in and often a player sneak in. My call from the start at Tuscoivo have the right family and going to be at second center eventually. PLW, welcome back. Now, the World Junior Summer Showcase 2026 Habs Prospect Recap. I don't know why I put 2026, but it should be 2025. I apologize. I'm going to fix that. Montreal Canadiens a 4 prospects. Koivu, Michael Edge, the Little John Mooney, and Owen Protz. Tim Finland finished the tournament with 4W, 1 loss. Sweden, 4W, 1 loss. Finland beat Sweden 3-1 Saturday. Canada beat USA 6-3. Both teams, Canada and USA, finished with a record of 1-4. Now you're going to tell me, wow, Sweden, Canada, USA have a bad tournament. You have to pay attention. You have to watch the game to understand what's happening. Both countries, USA, Canada, have two teams. And usually they don't play with the full best roster. Some of them play only two games and then they go back home. Like McKenna, example, play only two games. I think Parek play maybe one game, maybe not. Team USA, some players did not play all week. So you have to not be too much concerned about the result, the outcome of the record for each team. But you have to also to watch the game to see the performance of different players or different organizations. Although the Montreal Canadiens prospect, the Flyers have a really great week. They have a couple of Finland players, Sweden players, and a few in the team USA, Canada, have a good week. San Jose, a couple of players also have a good week. But the Montreal Canadiens have a really good week. I don't want to say it was the best team, Pipeline Prospect have a great week, but it was one of the top there. And it was because of Koivu, Michael Edge, and Mooney happening during the tournament. You're going to see right now Koivu score a couple of goals. At the beginning of the week, he scored a couple of goals on the power play. And then he scored a couple of goals on the 5-5. Koivu finished the week with a record of 6 goals and 1 assist for a total of 7 points in 5 games. This was a bit surprised everybody. As a Montreal Canadiens fans or the hockey world fans, to see Koivu lead with the most goals at that tournament. A really great surprise. On that one, you're going to see the goal of Mooney. Again, the team Finland. This was Thursday, I believe. And Mooney finished the tournament with 2 goals, with 1 assist for Mooney. On the flip side, you're going to see now a goal of Michael Edge against Sweden. That game, Sweden beat Canada by the score 8-4. But Michael Edge scored each game with the team Canada, have 4 goals and 4 games, and also have 1 assist for Michael Edge. Have a great line with Sacha Boisvert and Cole Reshny, most of the tournament for Michael Edge. You can see another goal for Koivu. And then you're going to see Michael Edge score a goal against Team Finland. I believe was his 2nd goal of the tournament for Michael Edge. A great game for Edge against Finland. But a great week, guys, for Michael Edge, Koivu, and Mooney. Obviously, for Owen Prats, he played a couple of games. I think he played 3 of the 5 games, or 4 of the 5 games. But the defense of Canada is so good. I don't see him to make the team. I believe the performance of Michael Edge is going to be enough for him to play with Team Canada. And for Koivu is, of course, a done deal. This is the goal of Mooney, his first goal of the tournament for Mooney. And then Mooney is 50-50. I'm not sure he's going to make it. Team USA, he could, but not like officially like Koivu example. You can see an empty net yesterday for Michael Edge complete his 4 goals of the tournament to give the lead 4-2 against USA, and then they finished the score at 6-3 for that game between both teams, USA and of course Team Canada. We have a few people knock the door tonight. We have PLW, like I mentioned to you. I was thrown under the bus a year ago asking Ad to draft Koivu. Shelton, welcome back in the house. Koivu is some gem and is played like his father. Frank Sanato, I love that expression, through under the bus. Sanderman, I have a question. Thanks again. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Do you think Koivu will make it with the Avs? Listen, guys. Koivu, his initial draft, it was very light. It was 6 foot, but he was like 155. He has a good year with his team Junior TPS. He got drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. Last year, he got ill. He had some kind of illness. He missed about 5 weeks. He started the season with the team and the league. Then he got sent down to finish the year with the J20 team TPS. It reminds me the story of Oliver Kapanen. Oliver Kapanen did not play well at the beginning when he got drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. But first he was have to leave for his service. He missed a ton of hockey game. And then he come back, and then everything changed at the second half of the season 2 years ago. He had a really strong second half of the season. He has, I think, 14 points and 15 game or 13 game in the playoff. And then he went to the World Championship, and he scored 6 goals. 5 of the 6 goals was tipped in front of the net. That said, everything changed for him. His confidence, and now O'Kellin talk about Kapanen is going to be a good hockey player. He could play in NHL last year. And you know what he did last season? Play 18 games with the Montreal Canadiens, won to Laval, play in the Sweden Hockey League. He got like .98 point per game average. Was the top 4 in the SHL. It's rare. But still, can he get a full-time job in NHL? I don't have the answer yet, and we don't know what's happening to him. From that brings me the story about Atos Koivu. And back to the question of Stan. I don't see that. I know PW said he see that, or he believe he will make it. I don't know yet. I need more from him. He scored goal at this showcase, guys. He's maybe one of the oldest players at the showcase. He scored 3 goals at least on power play. Great release, good shot, great hands. But and he handled the physicality of the game. That was his biggest problem last season. It was his first year in the Professional Hockey League, and he was losing battle. The physicality of the game put him out of the league, and he had to finish in junior. But a curve of the players is not straight up, it's up and down. And that said, be wrong with him. And nobody would believe Florent Jacquard when he got drafted at 111, I believe, or 4 round by the Montreal. It will make maybe the Montreal Canadiens. It could happen to Koivu. That will give me a chance to watching him more this year in the TPS. That will give us an idea, really, if Koivu can handle the physicality at that level and to become maybe one day play in NHL. My perfect answer, Stan, and I know you're not going to like it. We don't know yet. For me, I don't know yet. I When I watched Lane Hudson or Dimidov, I knew it. I know it. I knew. Quivo is still not there yet. The time will tell us is next year will tell us more the right answer to your question tonight. But this is what I see him about him. A great question, Stan. I'm surprised as not trade Ross or Raquel or Evan both to have a better chance for McKenna. Pittsburgh will fall apart, guys, during the season. By the traded line, they're going to open more. I believe. I'm reading a couple of things right here. I go back right there. Stand the question, PLW. Edge also got into the fight this week, showing grits. Beat with Kuivo, by the way. Have a great genetic. Still convinced. A great genetic also, PLW. I kind of like about genetic while scout are looking for the usual combine. I'm looking for hockey IQ for PLW. Shelton Cuivo is at least 3 years away. Yeah, you're right about that, Shelton. I think he's going to have 2 years, but one more year with Liga. And from there, I got a story, PLW, about Thomas Plekanec, guys. I don't know when this coming out this week. I think we talked about Montreal Canadiens bad trade last week. Then I read a story. I think it was the trade for 2009 when they trade Rand McDonald for Scott Comels. It looked like Thomas Plekanec, he was in part of the deal. And the GM did not want Thomas Plekanec. So we'll see. Yeah, some genetic players do well. Some of them does not go there. Orkov got drafted this year. We'll see what he's going to look like. He's not playing in NHL. I think for Michael Edge, like he said during the interview after the tournament, he said, I want to Team Canada this year, not to score goal, but to show to them how I compete. He said, number of the goal point gave one direction of the scout when they look at me, but they never saw me play with so much competitioning a lot before that. So they want to show to the team management of Canada how he compete. And he done well. Michael Edge have a great week for Team Canada. And he got opportunity. Team Canada put him often on the top six with Sacha Boisvert. Boisvert drafted by the Chicago Blackhawks, by the way. But I like should a prospect they talk with intelligence. For me, it's a sign they can talk to play the game right way. Was Vincent Cavalier trade versus Plecanet Subban. We have something else, PW. Someone told me the story. I don't know if I read this. I don't know if someone said that about that trade against the Rangers. It's all about IQ and compete. Here we go. Complete, everybody. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. The next one, guys, is it looked like the contract of Lennartson will be at the same level like Noah Thompson. We talk about this. And it's funny because this is the news coming from Elliot Friedman, and it was out by the public, by the French social media. And we talked about this like a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know why this news is out this week, during the weekend, like as a big news. Because we mentioned that this is, you cannot compare the Lennartson contract with Nick Suzuki. It's not right. So now Montreal gave a 9.5 to Noah. Now, this is what the Lennartson start his contract. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to be a bridge contract, a short-term contract, a long-term contract. If it's happening before the season start, next summer, I don't know. But I believe it could be the player the most highest salary cap for the Montreal Canadiens too. Can he reach the 10 million? Maybe. But you cannot give him lower at Noah. But we'll see. What happened if a Doc played poorly again this season? I think it was after Doc left the lineup when the team started to play better and win more. He played 57 games. Usually 10, 9, 16, 15, 24. It looked like Shelton, he got hurt in February. Montreal was winning at that time. What happened after that? Simon, apologize. Simon Eleven, welcome in the house, by the way. He has final year contract. He does not have a lot of leverage to negotiate. Montreal will keep him for 1 year deal. And we'll go from there. Canada be proud about showing the way and kicking Gaff out of the tournament yesterday in Montreal. I go. Vicky, go. Here we go. He was attending. Here we go. PLW. And all past week. And Eugenie Bouchard. What's up, Coach? Mr. Sam back in the house. Welcome back, Sam. If that play poorly this season is finished in Montreal, Shelton, I'm still don't understand why no contract. I'm confused by his number. He will stuck with him like a Gallagher and Anderson. I don't think so, Pete. He's a right defenseman. He's 25 years old. Now he got 8 years deal. The contract at $8, $7, $8, $9 million. And if you are a top 8 player on your team, it's going to be considered average contract in the next 5 years. So this is a player really good. 5 versus 5, great slap shot. carrying the puck, really offensive oriented. Yes, he turned the puck, but for me, guys, turn the puck, give away puck. It's about when you lose the puck, right? I can see that, Pete, for some same point about effect, like, oh yeah, but a 9 million would be better. 8.5 would be great. But 9.5, it's not bad, in my opinion. Good point, PLW. Would 8.5 for 3 be a short term contract for Hudson? I'm worried about a sophomore jinx to him. Do you prefer a long term deal, Stan? More your best player or with a team a long term contract is better. Kaden Cody 6 years, Caulfield 8 years, Suzuki 8 years, Sakaski 7, 8 years. Now you have him, um, Lane Hudson, and you have Noah Thompson as long term. A good point, Shelton. So let's move on for the next information we got for you guys tonight. I'm listening, it's one thing right there. Add power play, guys. I know some of you watched my video today. I want to go back over there because I think it's really interesting when you look about the way I did it and the way you can give me some option for the Montreal Canadiens. So I built my whiteboard. This is unit number 1 for the Montreal Canadiens. And I want to hear from you in the chat. Let me know what will be your option. Some people tell me Demidov should be on the option power play number 1. But before I change that, I'm going to give you the reason I believe this is going to be the beginning of the game number 1 power play for the Montreal Canadiens. Exactly happening last year with Lane Hudson. Remember, guys, last season, Mike Madison was right here. Hudson was set on unit number 2. It took him 6 weeks, I believe, before he took the spot at Madison, and Hudson become right here. That was the power play when Patrick Laine came back in the Montreal Canadiens lineup. Without Laine, it was a different situation. But most was this way, I believe, for the upcoming season. But some of you said Patrick Laine should be on the second unit number 2. If I put Laine out, the plus going to be there is Demidov. If we go that, Caulfield go here, Suzuki go here, and Demidov go here. This is option number 2 for the Montreal Canadiens. If Patrick Laine go on the second option, on the second unit number 2. Now, some of you said, no, coach. Sakaski should not be there. Laine should be here. This going to be right here. Some people said Laine Demidov on the power play number 1, remove Sakaski, and that will look like. This, when you do this on the whiteboard, you said, wait a minute. Suzuki never been in front of the goal line. Suzuki will hate this to be there. You cannot put Suzuki on the bumper and put Caulfield in front of net. So for me, to add Demidov with Patrick Laine on the same, I don't see this. I'd be shocked. This is option number 3. Some said sometime you can put right here Caulfield here. That would become my option number 2, right? With Suzuki right here. I don't think so. You can get Thompson here because you have to remove Suzuki also. So the option number 1, guys, it's Laney in, Demidov out. Demidov is in, Patrick Laney is out. I don't have other option. At least Martin said we believe Suzuki should be on the top right there. I don't know about that. That's what I when you do the exercise, what give us Montreal 2 options right here. Suzuki for the sell key this season. Not sure about that, and none of the Habs fan can ever see. Yes, called great video on Takes Him Up, Maurice. Because it was a mistake not to have him on the formation, not his mention is click that select team. White power play would be Liney, Suzuki, Demidov, Hudson, Thompson. Francis, my power play would be Liney, Suzuki, Demidov, Hudson, and okay. Let's see Francis, guys. Nothing against him. Let's remove Caulfield. Let's put back Liney there. Okay, but I don't know, Francis, how you do that. It will not work, Francis. You remove Liney up right there. Francis, I don't see that. Can you see this now on the screen? How does not work? Like, Lenny is not a bumper. Lenny have to be there. Thompson cannot be there. Thompson should be right here. But him is right here. Does not work, Francis. I feel a center coach on the reporting. Now, here the situation PLW for Patrick Laney. With the hockey reference, you can look about this for Edge or the NHL Edge. What is the percentage shooting of Patrick Laney on the power play last year, PLW? I don't have the stat. I would be curious about Patrick Laney. What is the percentage of shooting on power play last season? Is it 10, 11, 20, 19, 23? I don't know. I still believe it. Patrick Laney got more goal at what the expectation was for his shooting percentage. I don't said Caulfield should be there. That's not what I said. But I think the ratio of Patrick Laney last season is higher than usually an average Laney. I will have to check that. What is the ratio of Patrick Laney per 60 minutes every year? I believe that last year was the highest number for him. Gary Conway, Demida will start on the second one. So would you no send, because that's a good question, by the way. Example, we put Bodzik. Bodzik should be right here. So if I listen you guys, right, it's like who played in front of the net? Caulfield cannot be there. Caulfield have to be here. You have to remote Laney. You have to put again right here. And if you remove Demidov, you put Suzuki right here. You put Sakaski. It's not a great way about that. This is what I like, that whiteboard. Because what we're doing right now, guys, this is what Martin Louis does with his assistant coach. They gave name on the board. Yes, PW, again, I'm going to repeat the question. Liney has 7.4 points per 60 minutes last year. Give me his number the point power play, guys. I can look about this. Liney, guys. Last year at 15 goals. That's the year before that. He has 8 goals with 55 games. 56 games, he has 5 goals. Before that, he had 4 goals. Before that, he had 4 goals. Before that, he has 8 goals. And when he played 82 games at 1920, when he was very good, he has 15 goals and 20 goals. So honestly, if you look about his stat, he reached a number of the goal this year like he never did in NHL. Like never. Can he repeat that? His shooting percentage, guy, is at 17.2. The only 2 times he did that, he was at 18, 19 years old when he scored 36 goals and 44 goals. After that, everything dropped at 12%. This is what I was looking for. It was high, but can you repeat that again? I'm not sure. Sebastian number 2, welcome in the house. Pizza, salut mon homme. Just keep play on the goal line. Most of the power play last season, no. Sorry to tell you that, but Pierre Suzuki never played here. I apologize. But Suzuki, guys, he did not play right here. I don't know if you saw the same game like me, but last season, guys, it was not this. It was right this. And when he played on the power play number 2, Suzuki was right here. And who was there? It was Gallagher. So Nick Suzuki, he did not play on the power play last year at the goal line. Disagree with you, PLW. No, he did not. No, he did not. And here was Enneman right away, right there. And New Hope was right here. Is right here. It was Enneman who is missing on the board. Kenneth, a lot of talent on you. Power play coach. Yes, you're right about this. Coach, trust me, Lani is new man. He's amazing at practice and Brassard. And last year, 23.8% Lani on the power play, 10 goal and 63 shot. That's not normal. That's my point behind that. Point coach about Bodzik, you're welcome. Sebastian number 2 announced Montreal make the playoff. Yeah, possible. Make the conference final, you never know. Definitely, Kenneth. How about that? Jazz, welcome. So my unit number 2, guys. Finally, that was we're looking for. Pizza scored the first goal of the night. Pizza scored the first goal of the night. Let's do it before we move to unit number 2, Paul, please. Thank you. A goal by Mr. Pizza scored a goal tonight. We're going to get an assist to PLW. And Sandeman got an assist on that one. Thanks again. Suzuki out the 23-24 goal line. I don't think Lenny has this number on the power play. He will have the better 5 assist 5. So power play number 2, guys, we're going to go right here. Thompson right here. Budzuk right here. Kirby Duck right here. Dimida right here. Gallagher right here. That's my prediction, guys, on unit number 2. You can modify that this way. Gallagher is out. Duck going over there. And then you add Thompson right here. And you put Mike Madison right here. That remove New Hook is not there. And Burning Gallagher is not there. And if you put Demida on the unit number 1, and here is going to be line A. It would be on, if you put Demida on unit number 1, if line A go on unit number 2, it would be right here. New Hook could be there as a left shooter. If not, if Demidov is there, but this is going happening there. Madison is out. Oh, Thompson's going back right here. That will be right here. And Gallagher is back. Right here. The 2 guys are going to be out of the playoff, or the power play guys, is New Hook and Madison right here. That's the only thing about this. There will be 2 players right now. They're going to struggle on that one. At the second power play, it would be 2 defensemen, a PLW. Kenneth, I'll be at Pattaya on the 15th.
Super chat.
Let me know, Kenneth, because that will be my last couple of days in Pattaya. So I'm leaving, I believe, the 16th or the 20th. If you don't mind, Kenneth, keep me in the loop. We had a second power play goal tonight by Shelton.
Oh my God!
Thank you. Here we go. Second power play goal of the night. Shelton scored a goal. We're going to get an assist to Pete Martin on that one. And we're going to get an assist to Maurice Robillard on that one also. So thanks again. Coach, are you moving? Yeah, I'm moving. I hope you see me moving. Yeah, I'm moving. Oh, you moving? Yes, I move. Out of Pattaya, I'm going to Korat. Willie Thompson and the blue line, second power play, Mark Elliott. Not a bad point about this, Mark. Welcome back, McElliott, by the way. So if Madison go there, guys, Thompson's go over there. We may get a couple of shifts there. Demidov is out. You cannot. You can add this one. Gallagher is out. Dak is right here. That's an option right there. If Demidov is on the unit number 1, I don't like it, but second street could be right here. Now you can put Gallagher back right here. Now that will be right here. That's why I don't see that option to Madison and Thompson. I don't see that. I really believe, guys, it's going to be like this. This is my unit number 2, guys, at the beginning of the season. Matt Elliott for the goal is at trick of the game. He scored with a $20, guys. Mark Elliott not only hit the post, but this time he hit the net. Really great one-timer shot from the blue line.
Oh my God!
Hey, thank you. Here, guys, you're amazing with another super shot tonight. And McElliott scored a goal for the Hockey Nation Live Show. Third goal tonight for McElliott. This time, I'm going to give an assist for Gary Conway on that one. And then I'm going to give an assist, of course, Frank on that one. No coach that need to earn a spot on the power play now. On that one. If you put Doc out, right here, the only shooter on the right side, guys, is Thompson. So if we go that way, guys, it will be like this. Madison, Thompson, Bodzik, Demidov, and Gallagher. But if Demidov go up and you remove Liney of the power play number 1, Lanny have to be there. And that bring up here. You have to bring up Madison out there. And now Demidov is out. You have to put New Hook there. So you have all different options right there. So I don't know, I don't know. I think for me, my unit number 2 or 1, I just want to give you one more information, guys, on that one. My unit number 1 is Hudson, Laine, Caulfield, Suzuki, Sakowski at the beginning of the season. Thompson with Doc, Gallagher, Bodzik, and Demidov on my unit number 2. I want to give you a little bit one more information, guys. The power play last season. Montreal Canadiens, Suzuki, 27.4 goal. Hudson, 26.1 goal. Laine, 19 point with 15 goal. Then we have Caulfield, 17 point with 10 goal. Bodzik, 12.7 goal. Thompson at 12.1 goal only, guys. Take a note. Everybody want to put Noah Thompson, only 1 goal, like Mike Madison, by the way. And Sakowski at 10 point power play with 5 goals. So that gives you a little bit more an idea, guys, the power play for the Montreal Canadiens last year and NHL. But for the upcoming season, for them, I apologize on this one. Kenneth Demidov go up and Caulfield on power play number 2. Why isn't New Hook sick on the first place? Explain to me why Doc is so highly recognized. He's been absent for years now. Injury, Pete. Mark Lance Count. There we go. That's the way to do that. You can follow me, guys. Hockey at Stove. It's a new website when we have many people write articles I'm a new contributor with them. I write article for the Chicago Blackhawks and the Montreal Canadiens in French. So you can watching this, go there, hockey hot stuff. I'm really happy. I have about 6 people follow me from the Chicago Blackhawks fans, and I got a couple of good things on that one. So you can, sign. It's free. Sign up over there. You have a lot of great people, really well known inside. This is owned by Chris Terrien, the ex-defenseman in NHL with the Flyers. He has 3 people work with the Flyers inside of the website, and they do also a YouTube channel and podcast every week. So it's just something you want to learn more, you can go there and go from that area. That'll be good there. Montreal Canadiens, guys, from Thomas Heike. Heike play in NHL, by the way. He worked with the NHL Network, and he select the Montreal Canadiens top 5 for the top defensive unit for the NHL for upcoming season. Colorado number 1, Florida number 2, Dallas Stars number 3, Washington Capitals number 4, and Montreal Canadiens now number 5. I know it's an expert. Some are right, some are wrong. Are you agree or disagree? I like the fact they have 3 teams on the top 10 best team in NHL. And Montreal is with them right now on the top 5. And Washington was excellent last season with the performance they got there. And Mark, I will replace Gallagher on the second unit and probably with 2 defensemen, a combination of Thompson, Eder, Madison, or Coley. See you all. See you, coach. See you, PLW. You welcome, Pete. Ron, given the fact that the King probably have the most player that can play a really good 2-way game. Beside the Kings, how many teams would start using 5 forward on the property unit number? You saw that last season by other team. Not many of them, but I think that like Carolina now with no Burns, they could use that 5 players right there, Ron. Pizza, coach, we need to get you to 10,000 before first regular season. Yeah, I'll be hard. I'm stuck right now. Inside that YouTube channel, guys, I don't have no answer, to be honest with you. I'm really questionable about myself, Pizza. And I try. I study. I talk. I hire someone. And the number are not there anymore. I don't know. YouTube channel that's not like me. But yeah, something we don't do compared to others do. And when you study this more and more, some people can tell me my English. Some people can tell me my age. Some people can tell me I'm not good. But it's about now who you are. It's like, remind me, when I was in the East Coast Hockey League, and one night we went out and we have Bruce Boudreau, Rick Vive, Doug Shepard for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I was there, Bob Woods, about 7, 8 people. I was the one like I should not be sit at that table, but I was there, and they was talking about the fact like because all of them was not in NHL. It was at the All-Star game, East Coast Hockey League in 2001 or 2. And they was talking about the fact like they have a name in NHL as a player, but they still have to make their name to make the NHL. And they was talking about, I'll maybe have to go as an assistant coach to be in American Hockey League. And they was talking about who we know they can get an offer job for us. And then Bruce Boudreau said, with his language, he dropped F-bomb. He said, no, if I go in NHL, I'm going to be a head coach in American Hockey League. Bang. He won the Kelly Cup with Mississippi State Wolf, and then he got promoted to be coach with Lowell in American Hockey League. My point is like, I cannot be Tony Mariano. I cannot be Marco D'Amigo. I cannot be Gilbert Delorme. I cannot be Pierre Lebrun, Eric Engels, because those people drive viewers at their channel. Whatever they said, controversy or not, they bring viewers at their channel. So I have to accept that and deal with that. This is what I want to do more or less. Or is it good enough to make a revenue enough to consist to pushing the channel? This month going to starting year number 6, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. And those questions is on my head. That's the reality. And then sometimes reality have to hit on your face sometimes. And that's okay. Because I always said, if you give the best of what you do, you did everything, right? Like, when you play hockey, like Sean Farrell example, he played USHL, he make it great. He went to Advert NCAA, he make it great. He went to Laval Rocket, he's stuck right there. That's maybe the highest level hockey he can play. That's okay, because that's what is happening. So for me, this is what I am right now. I'm just a minor league YouTube channel. That's okay. At least I give 5,000 video. I show up every freaking day. And this is what I got every month. And that's okay. So I'm not negative, but I need to readjust myself or to find a way what we can do in the next couple of weeks and for the upcoming season. Anyhow, change the subject. Montreal Canadiens, 5th in the top defensive zone for the Montreal Canadiens. Just want to share with this, guys, that news for the Montreal Canadiens. Would go with Coley. One Thompson is in, and then Liney Caulfield spot there. Then it would be Thompson, Coley, Bodzik, Demidov, Newhook, Gali, that can. When the power play is over, we have our number 1 defenseman pairing on the ice for Paul. I only listen to your podcast, the Sean Star Marco D'Amico podcast for my Habs news. Here we go, Stan. Thanks so much for that. Shouldn't just be you, yes. David, welcome in the house. David does not like Gilbert Delorme. I just mentioned name. I could said a BPP, but just that. Thanks so much, Coach. Please, you are the good anyone ever. Some top channel. As for the Montreal Canadiens channel, you are the best. Thanks so much. Again, guys, it's just like YouTube channel. They don't promote us. That's simple. They don't go. When you study YouTube channel, they go by click, by viewers. Them, they sell marketing, right? They sell all the ads you get on my video or any other video you watch on YouTube channel. That's why they make their money. So if you take Tony Marinaro example, he have or whoever and they have 10,000 people view the video, watch the video. But the ads go on Tony Marinaro, pay money to get there. It is sent to me. I have only 300 people. Does not work for the YouTube channel. So that's why the people said all the time, click on the like, click on the like, click on the likes. But listen, guys, a lot of people make money on on the YouTube channel. I'm not one of them, by the way. But I want to start when I'm moving. We want to start a chicken co-op, right? Chicken. And if you study chicken, guys, make eggs and how you build your co-op and how you do this with chicken. Some people in Thailand does video, Philippines, Vietnam, they get 9 million, 7 million, 6 million, 1 million, 600,000 people watching those stupid chicken. They make a ton of money. Just do video about chicken. So maybe on the wrong on the wrong niche about that. But I'm just laughing about this. Frankie Degg is in the house. You're right about this. The 10,000 is a great fight, correct? Gary Tony blocked my friend because he did not agree with him. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Guys, we're going to finish with a clash. And then we're going to get out here. We'll be back Wednesday with Marco Larabi. Hopefully, I will see all of you Wednesday night. Here we go. A couple of questions. There's a clash. It's about absolutely or not allowed. That's simple. That's easy about that. Mike Madison and Patrick Laine are UFA. They are at the final year contract. The question is, they're going to play the full year with the Montreal Canadiens, or do you expect one of them going to be traded? Frank Nation, Chicken Channel, will have to get you a radio show, a Marino, a loud and annoying to me. Because if you talk about cheese, you will definitely get a lot of viewers. Yeah. Cheese Nation channel will get 100,000 a week. Yeah. Yeah. Cheese. Money, yes, all year for Pete Martin and Madison trade. Not allowed for stand. Madison, we trade. Frankie, one must go in the year. Right. See you again. See you all again, Maurice Robillard. Luc Laportine, welcome back in the house. This is a tough one, guys. I will go not allowed. But I would not be surprised if they're still there, because Montreal make a good run for the playoff. So I will say to you guys, I'm wrong. I will go absolutely for that one. For me. Yeah, look, you're right. I think you're right about that. Next one, guys. Montreal Canadiens are going to be on the top 14 in NHL for season 2025-2026. Do you think Montreal is going to be 97, 98 point next year? Usually 93 point, you make 16. Calgary had 96 points and they make 17. To be 14, we talk about 96 to 98 points. And Mr. Excel back in the house. Thanks again for all the like we got tonight. For the possible run, but Capital is center, Liney is a winger, and I think they have a lot. I think the King have to get Kempe. Absolutely, absolutely, but not a lot for runner. Absolutely for Frank. If they get Kadri cheap or second setter, will make the playoff easily. Excel. If the course stay healthy, then absolutely not a lot. Absolutely, pizza, absolutely. The only the problem is the Western will be a little bit more better this year. I would go with not a lot on that one, but they're going to make the playoff. And many of you said absolutely. I think they're going to finish 15 or 16 again. Quantar, more point que Sakaski for upcoming season. Two players was missing one full year. Sakaski had 51 points last season. Dylan Quantar had 60 points last season. Both of them play almost the same number of the game. Do you think there are world for a McDavid trade, Frankie? They talk about this, Frankie, but I'm not sure. I would to answer to you, Frankie, just after the clash. I have an older friend we are thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Two old farts in rural Thailand. That's awesome, Kenneth. Yes, for look. Benjamin, absolutely, absolutely for Roy. Quentin, more points, Sakaski. I go with that one also. On this one. Next one. Kirby Doc. More points que Alex Newhook. Question number 3. Number 4. Kirby Doc. More points que Alex Newhook. Gary said not at all. The Sakaski would have a better first year. It looked like Roy, yes. Shelton, absolutely. Frankie, absolutely. I think I would go absolutely on that one. Kirby Jack have a chance to be on the second line. It's going to be power play. I think Alex Newhook is not going to be on power play, and you're going to give him a PK role. So I go with Kirby Jack. You're right, Mark, about that one. That's a good one, Mark. Finally, guys, the last one. Lane Hudson, more point que Adam Fox for the New York Rangers. Adam Fox last year with the Rangers, 61 points. Prior to that, 74, 72, and 73 for Fox. Yeah, Roy. A2 in the house. I did not trade anyone A2 this week. I did a power play. A2 lead on the you great point about that. 007 in the house. Dan Hashem and Colette in the house. Other people said absolutely on that one for Hudson. Yeah. Second year, sophomore. Hopefully, it will respond very well, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens. And they have some rumor about Mason McDavid and to if he's going to resign, if Anaheim is going to trade him, he's going to get an offer sheet. And listen, guys, the offer sheet, the Ducks have money. So it's not a problem. So I don't see any offer sheet for McDavid. That said, McDavid, it could have a road where he want more, and the Anaheim Ducks, maybe they will go to another direction. McDavid will cost you a lot. You cannot trade a first round pick, a Kirby Doc, a Mike Madison, Alex Newhook, to get McDavid. To get McDavid, Michael Edge, or Kenan Cooley, or Sakaski, they are the player where Pat Verbeek is going to answer to your phone. When you mention one of the three names I just said, Kenan Cooley, Michael Edge, or Sakaski, he will said after that with who? First round pick, Adam Engstrom. So he will said, Pat Verbeek, okay, I will trade to you. McDavid gave me Sakaski, Adam Ekstrom, Owen Beck. Or Kenan Cooley, first round pick, Alex Newhook. Now, can you see how the cost is for McDavid? If Pat Verbeek won Michael Edge without the core of Montreal Canadiens, the trade is based on Michael Edge with a first round pick with Adam Ekstrom or Jaden Strouble, or he would send Michael Edge, Albert Jekai, second round pick. This is what I want to I want you to see those kind of picture in front of you. And obviously, I think Edge will have to be in the deal. For me, it's a no deal. Never Sarkozy as a future Philippe and Ken will never do that. Again, guys, again, what I'm trying to explain is not what I just, I'm Pat Verbeek right now. Does it make sense? If you are Ken Hughes, I'm Pat Verbeek. If you tell me I will give you Kirby Dack, Alex Nehuk, a first round pick, I will say no. That's what I want to show to you, that overview. And I'm tough. I'm really tough on trade. I want to take advantage because I have Mason McDavid. I don't want to get him. You have not many Mason McDavid at 22 years old, at 6'1", 200 pounds, and average over 50% face-off. I have to be sure my plan I'm going to get is a top pairing defenseman, top 3, or my player I'm going to get is going to be a top 6 forward or a top 9 forward with more with that. They have enough top ever coming back. We don't know yet. Dan, all depend his parents. I will hate to lose Angstrom or is possible replacement for medicine. Shelton Ab will show patience. Yes. Trade no one for Sebastian. I'm not giving a Slav or Goulet. It's hard to ask her for the moon for 52-point players. Verbeek and is Harrison Dunn cheap? Someone could make a good offer for Mason McDavid. Mark, I like that one. You're welcome, Dan. Mark, I like that one compared to Harrison Dunn. You know, it was a Boston Bruins GM, Sandin. Like him or not, it was really good GM for the Boston Bruins. Natar was a legend. We miss him. That's maybe the reason I'm losing viewers. Because Enartab is not there anymore. Talking about Enartab, we want to wish a prayer for Enartab. Edge Madison plus a first. Here the problem, Kenneth. Why I did not mention Madison at all? It's because the defensive of the Ducks is excellent. Mendinkov, Zellweger, Lacombe. I missed one. They are already good ass. But I missed one kid right there. That's why that's why Madison does not fit for them. They have Trouba, Kudas, Allison, Lacombe, Mentikov, Luno, and Zellweger. So Lacombe, Mentikov, Luno, and Zellweger, and Ellison is 24. If you want to go, guys, they have Warren and Tyson Ends. You know, look, here we go. Yeah. You're right. Sunday was really cheap. Right with Mark about that. And that's, guys, conclude the show tonight. Hopefully you enjoy it. Like I said, we set a part right now for what's going on with the channel, we're going to do. But we're still alive. That's the best thing we can do for right now. Love is not always on time, Toto. Sebastian number 2. Yeah, you're right about that. Anderson, New York, first round inconditionnel for McDavid. Not good enough, Pete. You're right about that. Kudos. And then next year, they have to pay Lacombe and Mintikov and Zellweger. Pas de problème, mon 007. What a great night of the recap. Hopefully you enjoyed, guys. We're still in August, right? It's still like, we're missing people. Like Billy was not here tonight. The regular people come back. We're still missing a couple of people. But it's okay. Like I said, guys, I'm not complaining a lot. I'm questionable, but I'm not complaining. That's the trend, right? What kind I can adjust everything. Anyway, have a great first week in August. Be ready for the month number 8. Must be a crazy month for me. And the weather is hot in Thailand right now. I can't wait to see you Wednesday night with Marco Larabé. Until then, my friend, the only reason we stay alive, the only reason we show up, because all of you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Here we go. We have greatness. By the way, when I'm moving at the end of the month, or the 3rd weeks in August, we got a house. And for the first time, since I do this, I will be in the house. I've always been in the condominium in Florida and Thailand. Now I'm going to be in the house. I have a full room. It's going to be fun. I make a plan. I see the room yesterday. TV on the top. Big curtain, black, green behind me. I'm going to be stand up. We're going to be down. We're going to have a great time for the play-by-play for the Montreal Canadiens. I can't wait. But I will be not in Pattaya anymore. Anyhow, be well, BL. Find a way not only to donate your day, but find a way to donate the second half or what? Someone said 2025. It was a pleasure to see all of you tonight. Moderator Run with Kings, thank you. 3 super chat tonight. All the super chat, thanks so much. Pizza. We have Mac Elliott score a goal tonight. With Shelton, you guys are amazing for me. I appreciate a lot for that. 007, Luc Lafortune, RJ Calabro, the news update. Pete Martin, Frankie Daigle was with us tonight. And many others. Have a great week, everybody. One shot, one goal, one day at a time. Here we go. Booyah!